Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. For those who've been here before, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a half up half down tutorial. This tutorial is very similar to the last one that I did, being that the half up part is basically the same thing. The only difference is me sewing in the weave in the back of her head. So right now I'm just taking out her hair from how she came with it in. I'm just gonna take it out and then go ahead and get ready to prepare her for her styling. Okay, so I've taken out all her twists, and now I'm simply just going to part her hair from behind one ear to behind the other ear. Now that I have her hair in two halves, I'm now going to braid the back half of her head going straight back so I can continue on and sew the weave onto those braids. I do want to say that this tutorial isn't beginner friendly. There is more specific details that can be told and showed to you guys, but I just feel like you would never really, if you're a beginner, you would never really get it unless taking a one-on-one class or having some type of hands-on learning experience. But for those who aren't beginners, I just wanted to show you this ending part if you were watching, how I connected the braids together. So I braid one braid down, and then for the next braid I add in the ending of the previous braid to it, and then continue braiding down that second braid. So now that the back half of her head is all done and braided up, ready for me to sew in, I'm now going to start working on the top half of her head. Right here, I'm just parting out some hair for her leave out so that she can have some coverage over the tracks that I'll be sewing in the back half of her head. Okay, so I'm just about finished braiding her leave out braids. Now I'm just going to do the same thing that I've done in the last tutorial video, which is straighten her hair out with the flat iron and sleek the top half of her head up into a ponytail. Now that the top half of her head is almost done, I'm just going to go ahead and sew the back half of her head in. And I also forgot to mention in the last video, guys, that you don't have to sew in the tracks into your hair or into the person's hair that you're doing. You can also use something to protect your hair first and then glue it in if you would like to. Personally, I like sewing in my tracks because I just feel like it's reusable that way, and I keep the longevity of it that way as well. Okay, so I'm all done sewing in, and if you watched the last video, then you remember this part of the ponytail that I'm on right now. So right now, you know, I'm just going to be sewing in some weave around her extended ponytail braid. The same thing goes for this sewing in part, guys. You don't have to sew the weave in onto that braid or onto your real hair braid. You can also glue it in. Use some wrapping strips. If you don't know what wrapping strips are, Google it, or go to the beauty supply store and ask for wrapping strips. But you can use wrapping strips and wrap it around your real hair braid or an extended braid, and then proceed to glue the tracks around the wrapping strips that's on your braid, that's protecting your braid, covering your braid. And that way it's faster, but like I said before, I just like to keep the longevity of my weave as long as possible. And as stated in the last video, I added an extended braid instead of using her real hair braid because I feel like the ponytail moves more this way, and the ponytail can go into a bun easily this way. Now that you're done with her ponytail, you now want to take out those braids that you created to cover her tracks and flat iron it. You said that I was all you'd ever want. You said that we were fine. You swore that you would never break my heart. You wasted all my time. You told me lies behind my back. I don't know where. And I didn't get to show you guys in the last video, but watch how I easily put her hair into a bun as I take it out of the way of me flat ironing her hair. And you see that? It's so easy, so simple, and so cute. I love, love, love when I put my ponytails into a bun because it's just so freaking cute and so freaking easy to do. And this is the final look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and as always, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.